the role of emotion in copywriting. An awful lot of the copywriting and marketing work that I do is for businesses selling products and services to other businesses, often large corporations. And the briefs are usually very focused. You know the sort of thing. Must have a corporate look and feel. Must have a corporate tone of voice. The problem is, so many people, including marketing professionals, believe that corporate people are in some way different from Joe Public. Marketing people so often forget that even top-flight business people are just as human as you and me. But I sell to businesses, not people. No, you don't. You sell to people who happen to work within a business, and copy should reflect that fact. Buying motives. People have lots of different motives for selecting the things they buy, and we can divide them conveniently into two categories: rational and emotional. Rational motives include things like improving profit, reducing costs, better efficiency, dependability, easier, more cost-effective maintenance, utility, security, health and safety, and so on. Emotional motives include things like pride, fear, comfort, not wishing to look foolish, envy, laziness, approval, being like others. It would be so easy and incorrect to assume that while consumer buying decisions are made emotionally, business decisions are made rationally. When making business decisions, prospects will still be strongly influenced by emotional factors. It's only when they rationalise their decisions to their peers that they revert solely to rational arguments. That's why we need to address both types of motivator. Adding an emotional lever to your copywriting can have a profound effect on sales performance. Proof of the pudding. Let me give you a real-life example where switching the focus from rational to emotional arguments transformed sales performance. I was once contacted by a company that sold scientific equipment that cost thousands of pounds, and it was sold to toxicologists. The business case, the rational reasons for purchase, were overwhelming. On paper, there's just 20 years during which drug companies can make big profits from the drugs. It's called the patent life. But around 12 years are eaten away with research and clinical trials, drastically reducing the window in which they can make money. Every single day that can be shaved off the time taken in research can add hundreds of thousands of dollars straight to the bottom line. And my clients' products could demonstrably reduce the time taken in research by as much as whole weeks, yet it only costs something like $75,000. A no-brainer, except that sales were disappointing. At the time, the company's copywriting focused exclusively on those rational arguments, and toxicologists are very rational people. The problem was, toxicologists didn't want the hassle of installing new equipment for what was a company benefit that was 12 years away anyway. There was nothing in it for them. We changed the whole focus of their copywriting using emotional arguments. The equipment makes day-to-day life much easier for them, something that could never be cost-justified. Only after toxicologists had grasped the opportunity for an easier life, the emotional driver, did they then go on to adopt the rational arguments, reducing drug time to market, in order to secure funding from their management. The product became a world beater. Business decision makers don't have two heads. In their spare time, business professionals, scientists, politicians, public sector decision makers and their ilk all read the same sort of publications we all read. But journalists on those publications don't write stuffy, boring corporate speak. They write lively, often conversational copy. And even high-profile decision-makers respond to the emotions in sales copy as much as they do the rational. Whenever I write heavyweight copy, such as white papers for clients on topics like profit optimization for shipping companies, investor relations communications, patient-reported outcomes in clinical trials, they are read to fulfill very basic human needs. Readers suffer fear of not being up to date or making a wrong business decision. They want to score off colleagues by being that one step ahead. They want to save themselves the hassle of doing research for themselves. The message is clear. Ignore the emotions at your peril. In our next session, we'll expand on this theme when we look at needs versus wants.